Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Thursday, May 21, 2026. Headlines. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell secures critical energy trade and security alliances in Washington, D.C., while Minister Karine James advocates for inclusive energy transition at Africa Energy Conference. Grand Bras Health Services relocated as refurbishment work begins. St. David for Cuba Group launches fundraising drive. Also in the news, regionally, Haitian nationals remanded in custody in St. Lucia. Internationally, Trump settlement fund sparks backlash and lawsuits. Plus, in the sports news, defending champions Grenada promised to assemble elite 62 athlete roster for school games, while SAS secures spots to clash with GBSS in junior cricket final.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Thanks for joining us. Government has made its first interest payment to investors under the country's inaugural Household Retail Bond Initiative. Officials say the program is already being viewed as a major step toward expanding public participation in investment opportunities and financial markets. We get more in this Janelle Dick report.
The Ministry of Finance has confirmed that the first semi-annual interest payment for the government retail bond has been successfully processed. Chief Communications Officer Russell John confirmed to GBN the funds will hit investors' accounts from Friday, May 22nd.
The Ministry of Finance is absolutely thrilled to be making the first payment of the inaugural household bond tomorrow, God's willing. So it's 350 investors, 350 households, that's 350 people who have invested. We were able to raise just over $4.27 million with the bond. As you know, the terms are 2 years and the interest rate is 4.25%, which is almost double what you'd be getting in a traditional savings account. And so we're really happy that at least 326 new investors who are part of that exercise back in October.
Investors are expected to receive their payments ahead of the official due date of May 24th, which falls on a Sunday this year. Notifications are also being sent via email and physical letters where necessary. Government says the pilot initiative was designed to give ordinary citizens greater access to investment opportunities traditionally dominated by institutional investors. The program raised more than $4.2 million, representing over 85% of the government's $5 million target. 350 individual investors participated in the bond offering, with Grenadians accounting for nearly 70% of all participants. John noted that of the 350 investors, 93% were first-timers.
What's really thrilling for us is that this represents 326 new households that get the opportunity to open their first investment account. They get to experience buying an investment for the first time, going to sleep, not thinking about it anymore, and then a day like today, May 22nd, comes around and they're about to receive money, interest on that investment. And I think that's really thrilling, and we're hoping as a ministry and of course as the government of Grenada, we're hoping that this inspires others to get into the act of investing as opposed to simply creating and holding on to savings accounts. So 4.25% will be distributed to each of the investors via the Eastern Caribbean Securities Exchange.
Finance Minister Dennis Cornwell says the initiative is helping to empower citizens financially by lowering barriers to investment and promoting long-term wealth building among Grenadian families. The Ministry of Finance says it remains committed to developing accessible financial instruments aimed at strengthening financial inclusion and shared economic prosperity. For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell secured critical energy trade and security alliances during high-level Washington, D.C. visit, while Minister Karine James advocated for greater involvement of women and youth in the energy sector in Africa. Details in this Christina John report.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has returned to Grenada after a May 18th to 19th official visit to Washington, D.C., which focused on strengthening economic, energy, trade and security ties with the United States. During the visit, Prime Minister Mitchell held high-level talks with U.S. government officials, congressional leaders and private sector representatives on investment opportunities, Grenada's oil and gas potential, renewable energy development, trade expansion and maritime logistics. Key discussions were held with officials from the U.S. Department of State, Commerce and Energy, as well as executives from the UGT, Renewable and Tropical Shipping. The Prime Minister also participated in security discussions at the National Security Council on regional stability, disaster response and border protection in the Eastern Caribbean. Before traveling to Washington, Prime Minister Mitchell engaged with the Grenadian diaspora in New York, attending the St. George's University graduation ceremony, a town hall meeting at the Medgar Evers College, and the Spice Excellence Awards. The Prime Minister and his delegation returned to Grenada on Wednesday, following the conclusion of the official engagement. Meanwhile, Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, Karine James, representing Grenada at Africa Energy Technology Conference 2026 as a panelist in a ministerial session focused on improving regional energy cooperation and policy integration. During the discussions, Minister Jones highlighted the challenges and opportunities facing small island developing states in the global energy transition and called for equitable partnerships, flexible regulations, and inclusive financing to support renewable energy development. She also advocated for greater involvement of women and youth in the energy sector, stressing the importance of leadership opportunities, innovation, and decision-making roles. Grenada's participation reflects the government's continued commitment to renewable energy, international collaboration, and sustainable climate-resilient development. The 2026 Africa Energy Technology Conference, AETC, in Ghana concluded today, May 21st. Christina John, GBN News.
Other news, the Grenada government is exploring a fish processing plant aimed at boosting local fishing. Shania McIntosh has more details.
The government is moving ahead with plans to establish a fish processing plant with the goal of adding value to Grenada's fishing industry and reducing dependence on imported products. Minister for Agriculture, Lennox Andrews, said the proposed facility would allow locally caught fish to be processed into products such as sardines and other packaged seafood items.
Hello guys, for example. We can make our own sardines, right? So we are working on that right now.
According to the minister, a technical team has already been assembled to develop the concept and lay the groundwork for the project.
We have a team in place to put the project concept together, so the project proposal is being prepared.
He explained that government intends to approach regional and international agencies to assist with financing the establishment of the plant.
And we want to get external funding, so we're going to write to the Caribbean Development Fund and other agencies where we can get funding for the establishment of that fish processing plant. We already have the land where it's going to be, so that's something we want to come on stream in the next year or two.
The Agriculture Minister noted that the initiative forms part of government's long-term vision for the fisheries sector and is expected to be pursued within the next 1 to 2 years. Officials say the project could create new opportunities for fisherfolk, increase local food production, and strengthen Grenada's agro-processing industry. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
A new cultural agreement is set to strengthen cultural bonds between Grenada and Cuba while enhancing museology in Grenada. Reporter Deidre Seeley tells us more.
In a move to strengthen cultural heritage and museum development, Grenada and Cuba have signed a new cooperation agreement. The agreement was signed in Havana on May 20th by Darte Agency General Manager Tania Cabrera Fleites and Grenada's ambassador to Cuba, His Excellency Glenn Noel. A team of 5 Cuban museum specialists will travel to Grenada for a 2-year assignment with the National Museum of Grenada. Ambassador Noel says this arrangement is part of a cultural agreement signed between the two countries in 2024 and builds on a feasibility study conducted by 2 specialists who later visited Grenada in 2025.
They presented a report on the way forward, a roadmap that would lead to the whole question of preserving Grenada's cultural heritage, including a Museum of the Revolution, including a number of heritage sites, and also, of course, the question of Grenada's National Museum. And so this second part of the agreement is a follow-up.
The Cuban professionals are expected to arrive in Grenada between June 15th and July 1st to begin supporting collections management, conservation, and documentation at the National Museum. The project will be executed through Grenada's Ministry of Tourism, Culture, and the Creative Economy. The ambassador says the specialists have been contracted individually and will work under Grenadian conditions.
The agreement is part of a general set of agreement that we have with Cuba, and we have individual contracts with the specialists that will work under Grenadian conditions, Grenadian international labor law, and be paid accordingly. So we think that everything should go very smoothly.
Officials say the initiative reflects the long-standing friendship between Grenada and Cuba and will help preserve and protect Grenada's cultural history. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
This is Network News, still to come from us. Healthcare services at Grand Bras Medical Station temporarily suspended as refurbishment work begins there. Plus, we'll hear more about the final day of NADMA's Exercise Elevate.
What if growing your savings came with more flexibility and more rewards? Introducing the Ariza Advantage account from Ariza Credit Union. Earn 3.5% interest per year with a minimum first deposit of just EC $10,000. Enjoy a 5-year fixed term, unlimited deposits, no monthly fees, and added loan security. Plus exclusive Advantage member privileges, priority services, special offers, and more. Get the Ariza Advantage. This is the Ariza Promise. Better value, better service, members first. Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Now, for electrical safety. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Andy, turns out I'm allergic to the Australian veggie spread.
Ooh, thankfully CG United will cover you anywhere in the world. Remember when I went to Australia for my title fight? Trust me when I say you do not want to get in the ring with a kangaroo. It wasn't until my victory dinner with the Sultan that I realized top shelf caviar doesn't agree with me. But I was covered. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm teaching your cousin how to use a flamethrower.
Medical cover anywhere in the world. CG United. Good like that.
Life isn't one size fits all. Take me, for example. I like my suits well fitted. Getting a loan should feel like buying a suit. That's why financing at Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited is made to fit everyone. Introducing the Made to Fit loan. Financing tailored to your needs. Get 100% financing to buy or build your home, purchase land, or get that brand new car. Plus, get up to $50,000 unsecured. And to make sure your loan fits, Co-op Bank is trimming your loan fees by 50% and covering 30% of your legal fees.
Oh yeah, nice.
Don't adjust your life to fit a loan. Get a loan that fits your life. Visit us online or stop by any retail banking unit today. Terms and conditions apply.
At 5 p.m. on August 5th, 1944, the schooner Island Queen sailed out of the St. George's Harbor. On board were some of Grenada's brightest and best sons and daughters. What happened afterwards remains a mystery.
Where Island Queen gone?
Heritage Theatre Company presents Lucy's Straw Hat, a full-length drama written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, a moving story about a family caught up in the drama of this great mystery. Meet Mammy Sylvie, a woman with a secret too heavy to keep but too painful to reveal.
I'm asking for forgiveness for not telling you the truth.
Pa John, the war veteran.
Sometimes I sit here feeling so helpless, so crushed.
Lucy's Straw Hat at Grenada Trade Center on Saturday 13th and Sunday 14th June, and at the Luke Cinema on Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st June. Advance tickets $60, $75 at the door. Come join us.
Where Island Queen gone?
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Picture this, a tangerine-colored sunset, cool tropical breeze, and a plate full of perfection. Sunday, May 24th, the day before the holiday. Grenada, get ready to live your best life at Unbothered Brunch, the tropical tangerine edition. We are taking over the Ariza car park from 4 p.m. It's going to be a vibe you can't replicate. Featuring live performances by Rita and the Ultimate Perfection Band, the Fahrenheit Band, and the Groovy Master himself, Short Pre. Keeping the energy going. Get ready for Kingpin and Graphic Sounds. Here's the best part. This is a food-inclusive event, so come hungry and leave happy. Tickets are just $150. Grab yours now at gotofed.com or any authorized outlet. Sunday, May 24th, we're outside for Unbothered Brunch, the Tropical Tangerine Edition.
With just $5, catch your lucky break and double your money with $25,000 scratchy for the same price. Win easy with money, money, money and electric sevens. Check out these scratch games at authorized lottery agents across the Tri-Island. Over $1.5 million in total prizes and as much as $25,000 can be won on just one ticket of each game. Play scratch today. Absolutely no draws and no waiting, just chances at instant winnings. Scratch, win, easy. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Services at Granborough Medical Station will be temporarily relocated to the Princess Alice Hospital in Mirabel as refurbishment work begins there. Christina John tells us more.
Health services previously offered at the Granborough Medical Station have been temporarily relocated to the south wing of the Princess Alice Hospital as refurbishment work begins at the facility. The relocation forms part of government's broader efforts to strengthen primary healthcare infrastructure across Grenada through the Ministry of Health's 2026 Strategic Work Program. The initiative has been supported through partnerships involving the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS Regional Health Project, the Caribbean Development Bank, the Economic Infrastructure Unit, and the World Bank. Speaking during a recent town hall meeting with residents from communities served by the Granborough facility, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles assured residents that measures are being put in place to minimize disruption to healthcare services during the transition period.
The southern wing of that hospital was not being actively used, so it presented a great opportunity for us to relocate the services there temporarily to facilitate the undertaking of the works. And of course, we understand that this is going to cause some, discomfort, in the transition process for individuals who are routine users of the facility.
He announced that a free shuttle service will operate from the Granville bus terminal to the Princess Alice Hospital to assist patients traveling for medical care. The refurbishment forms part of an estimated $11 million investment aimed at reconstructing and upgrading more than 18 health facilities across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Permanent Secretary Rhonda Jones highlighted the importance of the program, noting that the investments are intended to improve healthcare delivery and strengthen community-based services.
For us at the Ministry of Health, it means that we are undertaking all of this work to ensure that we can make community-based healthcare services stronger, so that you can receive care in an environment that is safer, in spaces that are far more comfortable, and care that is delivered closest to your home, so that you don't have to travel unnecessarily so to the hospital to be able to access care.
Civil Engineer Tiffany Donnell also outlined the scope of work planned for the Granborough Medical Station, which includes major rehabilitation and infrastructure upgrades.
Internal refurbishment works will involve the demolition and reconstruction of all fixed and fitted furniture, including the installation of additional storage shelves where practical. Existing floor tiles throughout the facility will be demolished and reinstated, while the receptionist area will be fully reconstructed to improve operational efficiency and appearance. Sanitary facilities will be upgraded through the replacement of toilets and associated sanitary fittings. Electrical resilient improvements will include the construction of a generator house and the installation of a standby generator with an automatic transfer switch. Additional reconfiguration works will include the demolition of the existing laundry and kitchen area with reconstruction to accommodate staff and additional storage. The underside of the pharmacy will also be enclosed to facilitate relocation of the laundry as well as the accommodation of storage. Lastly, external works will comprise the construction of, expansion of the car park.
Christina John, GBN News.
Exercise Elevate 2026 wrapped up today following 3 days of testing Grenada's emergency response capabilities. Janai McIntosh has this report.
Grenada's disaster response capabilities were put to the test today as the National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, and the key stakeholders carried out a major national simulation exercise. The simulation, part of Exercise Elevate 2026, focused on strengthening the country's preparedness ahead of the Atlantic hurricane season and tested the coordination and response of emergency agencies in the event of a major disaster. Today's simulation concluded at the Foodland Supermarket, Kirani James Boulevard, where emergency personnel responded to a staged hurricane aftermath scenario. The exercise simulated a state of emergency following the passage of a hurricane overnight in Grenada. As part of the simulation, individuals were seen looting the supermarket while officers attached to the Royal Grenada Police Force, including members of the Special Service Unit and the Coast Guard, responded swiftly to contain the situation and pursue suspects involved in the mock incident. Several persons also portrayed injured victims as emergency medical teams responded and transported them for treatment as part of the coordinated disaster response exercise. Exercise coordinator for NADMA, Osbert Charles, praised the prompt response demonstrated by emergency personnel throughout the simulation.
Well, it's just to let the public know that what we are doing, even though it's an exercise, we want them to take it seriously, because by exercising, by practice, should something actually happen, you'll be better positioned mentally to be able to respond accordingly, okay? So I think we need to do that, and we need to do that continuously. And because we are depicting multi-hazards, because here it is, the hurricane is happening. Yesterday we had an event on Tuesday in Kumar. So we are saying, because we are depicting multiple hazards at one time, a number of things can actually happen even whilst the hurricane is in progress, okay? So I think it's very good for our nation to be prepared.
He said the overall objective is to ensure that Grenada remains prepared and capable of responding effectively should a disaster occur. Exercise Elevate 2026 brought together government agencies and emergency responders in a collaborative effort aimed at improving coordination and strengthening national resilience and enhancing Grenada's overall disaster preparedness. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
All right, it's all about the Grenada dove in its element. GBN ISO is next.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISO is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Dove, one of Grenada's national symbols, was spotted around the Kenroy James Athletics Stadium on Saturday as the IMA relay meet was underway. For Grenada's GBN ISO, Grenada's national bird, the Grenada dove, an endemic and critically endangered species found only on the island, made a rare public appearance over the weekend. Considered one of the most rare doves in the world, with a population estimated at fewer than 200 and typically restricted to the island's southwestern dry forests, the sighting was both unusual and remarkable. On Saturday, our ISO reporter observed the rare but magnificent dove perched in a tree near the Kenroy James Athletics Stadium. The unexpected visitor appeared calm and undisturbed, in fact almost as if it were taking in the sporting action from its treetop vantage point, a special moment blending national pride in sport with one of the country's most treasured natural symbols. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. That's for GBN ISO.
Still to come from us, we will be talking. Grenada's ambassador to Cuba says contributions from Grenadians will go a long way. We'll be back.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Grenada, get ready for the grand finale of the athletic season. The Whitsuntide Games 2026 take over the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium on Saturday 23rd and Sunday 24th May from 9 a.m. daily. Witness 2 days of electrifying track and field action as top athletes from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua, St. Lucia, Guyana, and more go head-to-head with Grenada's finest speed, strength, and regional rivalry once more, all in one place. Admission, finish line, $30, main stand, $20, VIP, $150 for 1 day, and $200 for 2 days. Don't miss the final local athletic meet of the season. Be there for the Whitsuntide Games 2026 as the season ends with a bang.
level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
Life's about to pop. I wanna play with Cash Pop. Life's about to pop. Oh yeah, with Cash Pop. Pick your number 1 to 50. See your price right when you play. 5 jars a day, come win easy. Cash Pops. One number, that's all you need. Win up to 2,500 indeed. Life's about to pop. I wanna play with Cash Pop.
Must be 18 or older to play. NLA supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game. They're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. Now, yeah. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS. Land ownership. Tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anne, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Community groups continue fundraising efforts in support of Cuba. The rest of the details in this report.
Community groups and organizations across Grenada are continuing fundraising activities this weekend in support of the people of Cuba, efforts that Grenadian ambassador to Cuba, Glenn Noel, says are greatly appreciated.
efforts, but I must commend the committee for the work that has been ongoing. I think it's a very good way to demonstrate solidarity with the people of Cuba. I think Cuba has a very strong legacy of humanitarian efforts and support for human development all over the world. And I think it's our turn now to do something to demonstrate that we are grateful for the kind of assistance that they have given humanity, not just Grenadians. And so I want to commend the committee.
Among the groups participating in the initiative is the St. David for Cuba group, which will host another fundraising event on Saturday as part of the wider Grenada for Cuba campaign running from April to May 2026 and beyond. The group, made up of graduates of Cuban universities and Friends of Cuba, says the campaign is rooted in solidarity with the Cuban people and aims to raise funds and awareness to assist with ongoing humanitarian and community needs. Following a successful breakfast sale at Redgate last Saturday, organizers are preparing to host another breakfast sale at the same venue this Saturday, May 23rd. A raffle draw will also take place on Saturday, with several prizes up for grabs as part of fundraising drive. Ambassador Noel highlighted some of the items that can be donated.
It will go a long way to assist the people of Cuba. I believe that every individual, every family that receives help will make a difference. So whatever it is, you start from there. I believe that they will be able to help institutions as it relates to identifying specific needs, solar panels, generators, in some cases, foodstuff, medical supplies. There's a whole lot of stuff that can be bought and sent and can be distributed to institutions and families.
Organizers say all proceeds from the breakfast sale and raffle will go directly towards supporting the people of Cuba. Members of the public are being encouraged to support the initiative and contribute to the ongoing solidarity campaign. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Before the break, Grenada is gaining international recognition as one of the Caribbean's emerging hotspots for wellness and culinary tourism. Here's what we can tell you. The spotlight comes following a recent feature published by Forbes highlighting the island's growing appeal to travelers seeking authentic and meaningful experiences. Grenada continues to attract visitors through its unique blend of wellness activities and culinary offerings, including rainforest yoga retreats, mineral-rich sulfur springs, organic cocoa farms, luxury wellness resorts, and the internationally recognized Grenada Chocolate Festival. Chief Executive Officer of the Grenada Tourism Authority, Stacey Liebert, told Forbes that today's travelers are increasingly searching for authenticity, balance, and meaningful connection. Experiences, she says, Grenada naturally provides through its culture, landscapes, and lifestyle. We can tell you, too, the recognition further strengthens Grenada's reputation as a premier destination for sustainable and experience-driven travel in the Caribbean. Very well. Tony Julian is next to the sports news. Stay with us.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
As we look ahead to 2026, we're committed to elevating Grenada's presence on the global stage. Our integrated tactical focus includes media relations, travel trade engagement, sales activation, and digital campaigns. These efforts are designed to ensure visibility and establish leadership in our niche pillar marketing. We invite you to join us on this journey by supporting our initiatives and sharing the beauty of our tri-island state with the world. Together, we can make 2026 a year of growth and success for our islands. Whether you're a local stakeholder, a travel enthusiast, or someone who simply loves Grenada, your involvement is crucial to our success. Thank you for your continued support. Let's make 2026 a year to remember.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Great evening to you, sporting fans. We begin with the grand finale of the local and regional track and field season, which is, yes, finally here. This weekend, the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium will come alive for the highly anticipated Whitsuntide Games. Following the massive success of Carifta Games, hosted right here in Grenada last month, of course, the stadium is prepared to welcome a staggering registry of regional talent. More than 1,100 athletes from 7 Caribbean nations have all officially registered to compete. Powerhouses from Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Guyana, Antigua and St. Lucia are all touching down in St. George's to challenge Grenada's finest.
Christophe Kalis, Christiana, Shadi John, Kayla Christopher, Ian George, these athletes will definitely be holding their own for the various clubs. Added to that, we will have, for example, Lyndon Victor will be competing at the games, and that will be his first time competing on home soil in my memory somewhere in the last 15 years. Added to that, some of the athletes who might just returning from the colleges might just find themselves in an individual event or relay. So all in all, the cadre of athletes down for competition over the weekend was one that would ensure that the best performances will come at this time of the year in Grenada.
Grenada has officially launched an intensive multi-sports training campaign as they prepare to retain their crown at the upcoming 2026 Windward Island School Games in St. Lucia. Following a dominant record-breaking performance on both the courts and fields last summer, Team Grenada is heavily favored, of course, to secure back-to-back regional titles. With the 10-day tournament scheduled to run from the 24th of July right through to the 2nd of August, the local Ministry of Sport and Secondary School coaches have all assembled a hyper-focused squad of 62 elite student athletes. The tournament features strict squad quotas with 62 elite student athletes and 11 officials traveling from each of the 4 core Windward territories, those being Dominica, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and host country St. Lucia. Coordinator of Sport, Gerland Peters, is among stakeholders currently gathered in St. Lucia for a 2-day meet.
I know Josh Boutin, I know Joel Philippe and all the recent athletes have passed through the event and move on to the university last year. They have been to St. Vincent, they compete and they move on. So it's a stepping stone for them to be seen and for them to use it as they use it as some of the evidence of the competition. So it is very important for the athletes and for the countries to make sure that you get the best athlete and you put emphasis on your competition. That's where you get your athletes from, and you make sure you promote it within your school somewhere level. So they look forward to it. So our team is organized already. Our team is preparing, and we are ready for the competition.
First established around 1912, the Windward Island School Games is widely recognized as one of the oldest recurring secondary school athletic competitions in the world. To ensure financial stability for this year's edition, organizers confirmed that anchor institutional partners have fully renewed their funding. The Canadian Banknote Company Limited and the Windward Islands Lotteries Winlot are serving as a primary financial pillars, completely backing the operations and structural needs of the 10-day tournament. Now to the ladies this evening, and this time round the St. Louis Girls Roman Catholic School have been crowned champions of the St. George's leg of the Ministry of Sports Primary School Girls Playoff. The highly disciplined squad secured the district title in a dominant display of youth athleticism at the Roy St. John playing field in Tantine, St. George's. Competing against Woburn Methodists in the final, the Church Street-based ladies scored 55 off of their 6 overs. Woburn Methodists scored 28 runs. On now to St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School, SAS. They've secured the right to play the Grenada Boys Secondary School GBSS in the final of the Ministry of Sports Junior Cricket Competition. This after dismantling St. David's Catholic Secondary in the second semi-finals earlier today. Batting first, St. David made a modest 129 with Aaron St-Hilaire and Karen Phillip leading the batting with scores of 18 and 36 runs respectively. Jeremy Nichols, while a bit expensive, did return figures of 2 for 40 in his 4 overs. Justin Alexander showed much more discipline with the ball though, capturing 2 for 13 runs in 3 overs. With the target to get, the hard-hitting SAS boys went to work, overhauling what was always considered to be an easy chase. Ethan Abraham led with their bat, top scoring with 38 runs. He was well supported by Baptiste, who garnered 27 runs, with SAS winning by 7 wickets. Congratulations to them indeed. The latest in sport there for you, with Kenroy Baptiste to return with regional and international developments. So do stay with us. Tony Julian here, wishing you a good night.
As St. Lucia reviews its draft national migration policy, advocates are calling for greater attention to the human rights and welfare of migrants arriving on the island. The reported detention of 28 undocumented Haitian nationals at the Bordelais Correctional Facility has renewed public discussion surrounding the treatment of asylum seekers and foreign minors within St. Lucia's immigration system.
Law enforcement officials intercepted a vessel carrying 28 individuals on April 29th on suspicion of human smuggling, according to reports from the St. Lucia Daily Post. The individuals, who reportedly did not possess the required documentation to legally enter St. Lucia, are currently being held at the Bordelais Correctional Facility while they await trial. Meanwhile, Catherine Seelys, founder of women's aid organization Raise Your Voice St. Lucia, says she has been in contact with foster parents who have been assigned to care for Haitian minors who are among those intercepted.
What I have come to understand is that if not all, some of those people have been remanded to Bordelais Correctional Facility. Their children has been placed in the Department of Human Services, and they have been put in temporary foster care.
At the handover ceremony on Monday for the draft national migration policy, supervisor of the Southern Division of the Immigration Department, Inspector Ken Shallery, was asked for an update on the situation involving the arrested individual. While he declined to comment on the specific case at this time, he reiterated the existing laws that apply to this situation.
Guided by the Immigration Act, and anytime individuals would have committed an offense against the Act, we would use that to guide our processes. My understanding is that the individuals have been deemed prohibited immigrants, and therefore they were taken before the courts and currently housed at the Bordelais facility.
Notably, St. Lucia's current immigration legislation focuses on punitive measures for those arriving undocumented rather than humanitarian provision.
Further afield, 2 police officers who defended the U.S. Capitol in 2021 during the January 6 attack are suing to stop the creation of President Donald Trump's $1.7 billion anti-weaponization fund. calling it the most brazen act of presidential corruption this century. They alleged that the compensation fund, which was announced by the Justice Department on Monday, would encourage those who committed violence in the name of President Trump. According to them, the compensation fund would directly finance such individuals' operations.
This morning, growing opposition to a $1.8 billion fund established as part of President Trump's settlement with the IRS for leaking his tax returns. The so-called anti-weaponization fund is aimed at compensating people Trump says were mistreated by the Justice Department during President Biden's time in office. That group could include people who attacked police officers during the January 6th riot at the Capitol. 2 officers who survived the riot are now suing to stop the fund, calling it a taxpayer-funded slush fund to finance the insurrectionists and paramilitary groups that commit violence in his name.
It sends that if you commit violence in Donald Trump's name, that you will be protected legally, you will be rewarded financially.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche says a commission will decide who gets payouts from the fund.
People that hurt police get money all the time. There's a process where if you believe you have your rights violated, you can apply for funds, you can sue, you can file a claim, you can go to court.
But some Republicans are among those questioning the process.
Why are we setting aside $1.8 billion for this in a different process? If someone is damaged by the federal government right now, there is already a process in place to be able to get restitution for that.
And I don't support it. I think you can't do that.
Critics also question how the overall settlement was reached. It was expanded this week to end any current IRS audits of the president, his family, or businesses. Trump says he was hands-off during those negotiations.
So I released them from the lawsuit, and I guess they made a settlement of some kind. I wasn't involved in the settlement.
The Justice Department has yet to respond to the officer's lawsuit. A former Trump administration official is already requesting money from the fund, claiming he was unfairly treated by the FBI during the Russia election interference investigation.
A reminder of the headlines when we come back. A reminder of the headlines. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell secures critical energy, trade and security alliances in Washington, D.C., while Minister Karine James advocates for inclusive energy transition at Africa Energy Conference. Grand Bras Health Services relocated as refurbishment work begins. St. David for Cuba Group launches fundraising drive. Also in the news regionally, Haitian nationals remanded in custody in St. Lucia. Internationally, Trump settlement fund sparks backlash and lawsuits. Plus in the sports news, defending champions Grenada promised to assemble elite 62 athlete roster for school games, while SAS secures spot to clash with GBSS in junior cricket final. We are done for now. I'm Kenroy. Baptiste. Have a good night, Grenada. Goodbye.